Okay, so now we are going to be looking at Performance Standard 2. We have reviewed Performance Standard 1. Now we are taking Performance Standard 2, and in the future we'll take 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. So we are reviewing all of these performance standards because it's key in the IFC investment cycle. This stage, being stage 3 in the IFC investment cycle, is the appraisal due diligence stage, and it's very key. So we will look at the labor and working conditions being Performance Standard 2, and I hope you do find it interesting. So the Performance Standard 2 recognizes majorly that the pursuits of economic growth through employment creation and income generation should be accompanied by the protection of the fundamental rights of workers for every investment project. Every project that the IFC is looking to finance is to ensure that the rights of workers are protected. This is a key performance standard under the environmental and social safeguards that has to be reviewed before an investment project is even being reviewed by the IFC. After the appraisal of the due diligences and the performance standard 2 have been addressed and well taken care of, and the working conditions and labor conditions of the staff that will be working under, the workers that will be working with this investment project have been properly documented, only then will IFC approve or tick that yes, this is properly addressed in your documentations. So for any business, the workforce is a valuable asset, like you know, and a sound worker management relationship is a key ingredient in the sustainability of a company. If the worker management relationship is not perfect, then the sustainability of a company will be in doubt. So, and failure to establish and foster a sound worker management relationship can undermine worker commitment and retention and can jeopardize a project. So conversely, through a constructive worker management relationship and by treating the workers fairly and providing them with safe and healthy working conditions, only then the clients may create tangible benefits such as enhancement of the efficiency and productivity of their operations. So these are the how and the when we are going to be looking at in this labor relations model of the IFC. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get to see all of the working condition and listen to our consultants who will be taking you on different stages that has to do with the IFC investment cycle and what needs to be put in place for your investment project to be given the appropriate attention at the IFC. So in this webinar, my name first is Comfort Asokoro Ogaji. I hope you saw that. I work with Richflood LLC in Delaware, and we are bringing this to you to be able to support most of our clients in understanding these requirements and see to it that we bring to you excellent service as it has to do with environmental and social due diligences for your projects. So the objective of this PS2 is to promote the fair treatment and non-discrimination and equal opportunity to workers, and to also establish and maintain and improve the worker management relationship, and to also promote compliance with national employment labor laws from each country where your project is going to be seen to it, and most especially in Africa, and to also protect workers, including vulnerable categories of workers, such as people that are younger, migrant workers, workers engaged by third parties, and workers in the client's supply chain, and to promote safe and healthy working conditions and the health of workers to avoid use of forced labor as well. These are the objectives of the IFC PS2, and we look at the scope of application. Under the scope of application, we have 3 categories of this application: to direct workers, to contracted workers, and to supply chain workers. these workers are related to most investment projects, and how this will be managed is of interest to IFC during their due diligence reviews. So core business processes constitute those production and services processes essential for a specific business activity, without which the business activity could not continue. Direct workers, with respect to direct workers, the clients will apply the requirements of this performance standard. You need to get a copy of the performance standard so that you can see different requirements in different paragraphs. It is for direct workers. There is a comprehensive there's a paragraph with comprehensive details, paragraphs I mean to say, with comprehensive details on this performance standard, which the client will have to apply the requirements. Also, primary suppliers that are direct workers are those suppliers who on an ongoing basis provide goods or materials essential for the core business processes of the project. Then you come to contracted workers. These are with respect to, the client will apply the requirements of the IFC, specially designed for contracted workers. So you can find that. We'll provide a link below this video where you can find these contracted workers requirements that the client have to fulfill. We also have the supply chain workers. This the client will apply the requirements, I think specifically on paragraph 27 and 29 of the performance standards to deal with the contracted workers. Okay. Requirements in brief shows working conditions and management of worker relationship, protecting the workforce, and occupational health and safety issues. Workers engaged by third parties, the requirements are available, and the supply chain. So taking number one being the working conditions and management of worker relationship, human resources, policies, and procedures have to be looked into. Working conditions and terms of employment have to be looked into. Workers' organization, non-discrimination and equal opportunity, retrenchment procedures and requirements, and of course grievance mechanism will have to be put in place under the working conditions and management of the workers. Then you have the protecting the workforce, which can be child labor or forced labor. These have to be protected. Then occupational health and safety means that the client will provide a safe and healthy work environment, taking into account inherent risks in its particular sector. Depending on the sector, it could be power, it could be mining, and specific classes of hazards in the community's work areas, including physical hazard, chemical hazard, biological hazard, and radiological hazard sometimes, and specific threats to women. Women are special, women have special biological requirements as well, and a lot of threats too associated with that. So these have to be looked into under the occupational health and safety. The client will take steps to prevent accidents, injuries, and diseases arising from associated with occurring or occurring in the course of the work by minimizing, as far as reasonably practicable, causes of the hazard. So I do hope that this is helpful for you. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel for updates. Please follow us on Instagram, Richflood EMV, Richflood EMV, Richflood EMV. And please, if you have a project or a challenge, or you want us to take a look at your project for reviewing requirements or for putting the social and environmental issues in place for your investment project, we're available, and you can mail me directly, comfort@richflood.com, comfort@richflood.com. I hope this video is very useful for your project. Thank you.